Our Earth seems like a relatively safe and sound place, doesn't it? Well, not really. Our planet is home to so many wild and disastrous places. There is an abundance of dangerous places around the world, from war-shattered countries, disaster-prone countries, to mysterious and scary lands. We have it all. 1. Monrovia, Liberia. Danger feature: poverty and ensuing conditions. Having one of the African continent's worst slums, the West Point, Monrovia is the capital of the country of Liberia. Regardless of the rough living conditions, about 75,000 people crowd this slum. Infested with epidemics of cholera, crime, drug abuse, teenage prostitution, and severe deprivation of sanitation facilities, the West Point is an uncontrolled, merciless slum. Monrovia suffers from severe environmental hazards such as floods and pollution. Almost every breath taken here can be a very tiring struggle. Truly one of the most dangerous places in the world to live in and travel to, Monrovia needs to be handled with care. 2. Manaus, Brazil. Danger feature: crime and dangers of the Amazon River. Housing around 2 million people, Manaus is a metropolis in Brazil. Though crime is very much prevalent here, the conditions and frequencies are not as worse as those of the country's other municipalities. The greatest dangers of Manaus lie elsewhere. Manaus is situated right in the middle of the dense Amazon rainforest, increasing the levels of danger here. Its location on the bank of the mighty Amazon River magnifies risks to the people inhabiting this area. Home to several deadly creatures, this river could suck the life out of anybody who dares to venture into its waters. Piranhas, anacondas, deadly eels, and many other life-threatening animals live here. The sharing waters with such creatures only goes on to establish Manaus as one of the most dangerous places around the world. 3. The Danakil Desert. Local geology is characterized by volcanic and tectonic activity, various climate cycles, and discontinuous erosion. The basic geological structure of this area was caused by the movement of tectonic plates as Africa moved away from Asia. Mountain chains formed and were eroded again during the Paleozoic. Inundations by the sea caused the formation of layers of sandstone, and limestone was deposited further offshore. As the land rose again, further sandstone formed above the limestone. Further tectonic shifts caused lava to pour out of cracks and cover the sedimentary deposits. The Danakil Desert has a number of lakes formed by lava flows that dammed up several valleys. Among these is Lake Afrera, which has thick saline crusts on its banks. Other areas of the Danakil became sinks, dry endorheic basins, as precipitation evaporates faster than it can collect in permanent lakes. The area is flanked toward the east by the Danakil Alps, a tabular mountain system that has a few volcanic cones, which peak in height in Mount Ramlo, 2,130 meters, 7,000 feet. A deposit of salt up to 800 meters, 2,600 feet thick, can also be found in the Salt Plain Flatlands. 4. Mount Sinabung. Mount Sinabung is a Pleistocene to Holocene stratovolcano. It is located in a relatively cool area on a fertile plateau, with mountains bounding the north. The summit crater of the volcano has a complex, longer form due to vents migrating on the north-south line. The 2,460-meter high andesitic to dacitic volcano comes from the Sunda Arc, which is created by the subduction of the Indo-Australian plate under the Eurasian plate. The Andaman Islands are on the north-northwest bound of the arc, while the Banda Arc is on the east. Sinabung has a total of 4 volcanic craters, one of them being active currently. Mount Sinabung erupted after a 400-year-long hiatus in August 2010-17 and has been continuously active since September 2013. Total erupted volume from 2010 to the end of 2015 was estimated at 0.16 km3 dense rock equivalent. 5. Snake Island. Ilha de Queimada Grande, also known as Snake Island, is an island off the coast of Brazil in the Atlantic Ocean. It is administered as part of the municipality of Itanhaém in the state of São Paulo. The island is small in size, only 43 hectares, 106 acres, and has a temperate climate. The island's terrain varies considerably, ranging from bare rock to rainforest. It is the only home of the critically endangered venomous Bothrops insularis, golden lancehead pit viper, which has a diet of birds. The snakes became trapped on the island when rising sea levels covered up the land that connected it to the mainland. The ensuing selection pressure allowed the snakes to adapt to their new environment, increasing rapidly in population and rendering the island dangerous to public visitation. Queimada Grande is closed to the public in order to protect both people and the snake population. Access is only available to the Brazilian Navy and selected researchers vetted by the Chico Mendes Institute for Biodiversity Conservation, the Brazilian Federal Conservation Unit. Thank you for watching. Comment below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.